Welcome to toy-polloi.
Hello and welcome to another video from toy-polloi. Now, I've recently reviewed these Star Wars retro collection figures produced by Hasbro, and in that review I mentioned how I didn't like a couple of things about these European releases of the figures. The main one being the big sticker on the front of it, and that is actually going to be very easy to remove because it is a sticker, so I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. But also on these European release cards, they have stuck a big leaflet behind each of the figures, and that just looks a bit rubbish. The leaflet contains all the sort of legal mumbo jumbo that you have to have when selling toys in the European Union. So it's a big leaflet, it's in multiple languages, but for display purposes it ruins the look of this figure. Sometimes with modern toys they put it sort of folded up under the feet, and it would have been much better if Hasbro had gone to that effort to put it under the feet, but they didn't. They've stuck it behind the figure. So let's try and make these cards look a little bit more displayable by removing the sticker, and we'll see if we can also get that leaflet out from behind the figure to make it look just a little bit more like a vintage toy would have done. So let's get started on trying to improve these Star Wars retro collection figures. So the first thing we're going to deal with is the sticker. Now, luckily this is a sticker. It would have been really awful if they'd actually printed this onto the backing card. It is a sticker, and normally with stickers you can sort of carefully peel them up, but they're still pretty sticky and you end up sort of damaging the card if you sort of rub your nail on it too much. So to loosen this sticker, we are going to just use some lighter fluid. This works on all types of stickers. The solvents in the lighter fluid disrupt the sort of the stickiness on this sticker, and it will make it a lot easier to use. So we're just going to soak this sticker in lighter fluid and let it sort of soak in, and it will soften the glue, and we'll then be able to remove it with much greater ease. You can immediately see as soon as you put it on the sticker that it starts to soak in, and the edge of the sticker will look a little bit damp, and that's what you want. It does evaporate quite quickly, so once this starts we just gently sort of run our nail on part of the sticker and it will start to lift up, as you can see there. And once you've got a little bit going, you can then just sort of keep working at it. It will slowly come up. Now you want to do this very slowly because you don't want to damage the card. At some point you'll have enough that you can actually sort of grab it with a finger and start to pull it away. If it starts drying up a bit, just put a little bit more lighter fluid on there. There we go. I think I've now got enough that I should be able to pull this away. It will not damage the card at all. If it starts to feel a bit sort of sticky again, a bit more lighter fluid on it. The lighter fluid, as I say, does evaporate. Just go slowly with it, don't rush this. If you rush it you're liable to rip the card. And there we go, that is the sticker off. Now you can still feel that there is residue of the glue on there. So what we can do is just get a little bit of paper towel or something like that, and we can rub away, and that will remove the sticky residue. So let me just get some paper towel and we'll get that cleaned up. So I have a tissue here. Again, we're just going to put more lighter fluid on it because you want the glue to be sort of softened. And you can then wipe away, keep changing the tissue so that it's not rubbing glue over everything. Again, put a little bit of lighter fluid on that. And there we go. That is a nice clean Princess Leia card with no marks left on it. You can see that there's no marks at all. Looking really nice. Now we've got the issue of trying to remove the pamphlet from behind the figure, and I think the only way we can do this is actually to sort of put a cut in the blister somewhere so that we can then pull the paperwork out. On this one I'm going to do it on the right hand side so it's near the image. I think you'll notice it more on this edge. I'm not really worried if this is going to sort of be left as a mint on card figure, because actually in the end I'm going to be removing all of these figures from the cards, but I think just for display purposes for the moment, if we do a sort of thin cut down this edge, we should then be able to sort of prise out this paperwork, and the figure will just then display a lot nicer. I'm going to be using a box cutter just because it's got a very long blade, and it means that I can cut sort of quite flush to the surface. So I'm going to just carefully push that in, and we'll run that down the edge enough that we can lift up part of this blister and hopefully be able to get that out. That's probably going to be enough. It's going to be quite awkward to get in there. I reckon once we've started, yeah, there we go. You can pull that out. It does seem quite well wedged behind the figure. It's almost like it's glued in place. It really does feel like that's glued in place, which would be a bit silly. Yeah, look, it's actually stuck to the back of that figure. How annoying. Pull that. Yeah, it's stuck on with sellotape. There you go. Just to make it even more annoying, they've made the pamphlet stuck to the back of the figure there. But there we go. We've managed to get that out. And I think that looks a whole lot better. It just looks a lot nicer. The point of having this in there is really ridiculous. If they'd folded it up nicely and maybe put it under her feet, you could have got away with it, but as it is, it ruins that figure. So there you go, removing the sticker and removing the leaflet makes it look a lot nicer. We'll just do one final quick comparison so you can see this is the one as the card comes straight off the shelf. It's got the retro collection sticker and it's got that nasty leaflet behind the figure, and that's the card with the sticker removed and the leaflet removed. And I think that does look a lot nicer. If you're going to be displaying these and want them to look like sort of classic Star Wars figures, that is how they would have come. This just looks a bit sort of nasty to me. So a few simple modifications: getting rid of the sticker, always use lighter fluid and it will come off really nicely. And then we've got a slight cut down the inside of this blister, which really, as you can see, is very hard to spot, and for display purposes that is fine. I'm actually going to be opening all of these figures, so for me it's not really a worry anyway. I'm going to be cutting all of the blisters off the cards so that I can get the figures out and display them loose, because that's how figures should be displayed, and then you can also play with them if you want to. So I hope this video has been of interest to you, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching toy-polloi. Subscribe for more great videos. You can also follow toy-polloi on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.